Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are about to witness two of the worst teams in the Premier League this season that will be playing in the final of the UEFA Europa League. Those teams are Tottenham Hotspur FC and Manchester United FC. Winner keeps his job and qualifies for the Champions League next season. Loser gets sacked and is remembered as one of the most horrendous managers in the Premier League era. So, smash those like, share, and subscribe buttons for more information and football related news and highlights. So, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to witness one of the worst games. We are about to see two of the worst teams in the Premier League this season. And the big brands that they are, this should not be the case. I'm talking about Tottenham Hotspur FC, and I'm talking about Manchester United FC. The Spurs fans have been crying out for a manager that is able to lead them to the promised land, that will bring the beautiful football, attractive football, attacking football. And they have been crying out because they have been in the wilderness and they got their Moses. Unfortunately, this Moses has caused more heartache and pain and heartbreak for these Spurs fans. And somehow, throughout all of this campaign, Spurs are in the final of a European competition again. If we look at Manchester United, based on what they have done, based on how their campaign ended last season, based on how their campaign started this season, and what the trajectory was of the new takeover from Ineos and the project that they wanted to develop and get push start for them to know winning more trophies, particularly in the Premier League, it almost seems as if they've taken 20 steps back. And they are absolutely atrocious. I'm not even just talking Manchester United, I'm talking both. Both teams are absolutely atrocious. Tottenham Hotspur has lost 21 games this season. I want that to sink in. They have lost 21 games and are positioned at 17th. Manchester United have lost 18 games and are positioned at 16th. Tottenham has conceded 61 goals. Manchester United have conceded 54 goals. Manchester United has accumulated points of 39 from 37 games. And Tottenham Hotspur has 1 point less with 38 after playing 37 games. So you're telling me that both these teams have only managed to get a point a game from a 38 game season. That's horrible. That's atrocious. That is unacceptable. And for the Manchester United fans who are watching, as a Liverpool fan, I am loving it. But if you're a Manchester United fan, this has hit a new low. I want you to know that even though there are three teams that are relegated in the Premier League, if in the past 6 seasons, let's say that those points that Manchester United and Spurs have, they would have been relegated and gone to the Championship. That's how poor the other three teams have been. It was 40 points or more and you stay up. This season, it's probably 28 or 30, 31. That's how poor both teams have been. And yet still somehow they have managed to claw themselves, to push themselves, drag themselves to a European final. And the first thing I want to talk about is Tottenham and their season on a whole. Ange Postecoglou was brought in to bring attractive attacking football. Last season he did that. Persons were impressed. Persons were overjoyed. Last season Spurs fans were up and about in arms and celebrating and saying, yes, we're about that. We don't mind about the high line or what the issues that may come with it, but we believe that he is the one that is able to carry us to the promised land of one, bringing attractive football, but also giving us a trophy. Mind you, and I quote, this is what Ange Postecoglou said, I normally win things in my second season. So this is the second season. And We're about to find out if that is true or not. Ange has led Spurs to one of their poorest campaigns, not even just league campaigns ever. The most losses that Tottenham has ever had is 25. And Ange Postecoglou has 2 games left and has managed to equal that record or broken that record, if my memory serves me right. It is atrocious. And they have shown an inability to even try and defend, to even put an effort into defending, to put an effort into consistently defending at a high level, to even compete for European places. This is, stay quiet, this is the Tottenham Hotspur of 2025 with Ange Postecoglou. And yet still, with all the losses and with the injury track record that he has in this Spurs team, he has still barely shown any form of adaptation to any games. He has barely made any tweaks to his games or the matches that he has lost. And yet still he continues with the same tactics, with the same philosophy, and loss after loss after loss after loss. It arrives at 25, 26 losses for the entire campaign, 21 losses in the league alone. And you're telling me that I should be excited, that we should all be excited about Ange leading Spurs to a European Cup. But the truth is, it's even worse because the opponent that they're playing, and allegedly, I'm going to use allegedly, one of the biggest club, if not the biggest club in England. Most successful, probably Liverpool. In terms of brand name, that is Manchester United. And what is funny is that off the back of their FA Cup win last season, they have started poorly, horribly, and even sacked the person who has won them the FA Cup last season in Eric Ten Hag. Manchester United is a dying ethos club. It's almost a graveyard for your career. And what is funny after is that the hope of Manchester United fans, some were a split. It was, why do we need to sack Ten Hag when he won us the FA Cup and has won us trophies before? And others are saying, but his gameplay, his tactics, he has lost the dressing room, and the team has shown no effort to even try and fight for their manager. And after the sack of Erik Ten Hag, they hired Ruben Amorim in October. And give you a joke, someone said that after hiring Ruben Amorim, Manchester United have only accumulated 9 points. That's a joke. That's funny. But after his first game on November 24th versus Ipswich Town, which was a draw 1-1, after that first game, he has only gotten 24 points from 25 league games. I'm sorry. Tell me why I should be again excited to watch a game. And just as Tottenham, they have managed to claw themselves to a final with them, could be winning it, but could brighten how horrible this season has been for Manchester United. No, we can talk about how great the campaign was for them, notably the Lyon game at home in the quarterfinals and doing the unthinkable in their comeback, winning on aggregate 7-6. You tell me. Again, no. If we're open arms and talk about the quality, no, it's not. But the positive side of things is that there's a trophy to be had. That is the most important thing. There is a trophy to be had. Ange Postecoglou could win European title before Arsenal. They just put that there. He could win and dampen such a, or not even dampen, brighten a horrible campaign. There could be light at the end of the tunnel for Ange Postecoglou if he wins. But it could be even worse because if he loses, he will be remembered as the guy that almost got Spurs relegated. No, Manchester United, however, believe, their fans absolutely believe that they deserve to be in the Champions League. They deserve to be there with the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal and Manchester City and Real Madrid amongst the big boys because they are Manchester United. But the issue is thinking that you think you're a big club, but you're not. But, because I'm not going to be fully negative here, if you win, that changes everything. Now your spending is different. Now you attract the targets that you need to go forth and build upon a Europa final win, getting that Europa League, which they won when 2017, in 2017, right? So regardless of the outcome, someone's job is on the line, and whoever wins, I think, keeps their job until next season and how they begin the following season. And if he wins, again will be remembered as a Spurs manager, a great manager, because he has finally won a cup, but also win a European Cup for Tottenham Hotspur. But if Amorim wins, he would have won over the United Hearts and breathed new life into a fan base that has lost every ounce of hope. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what is on the line in this match. Who wins? You let me know. So, like, share, and subscribe, and let me know who wins. And also, do you believe that any of these managers will be there next season, or both of these managers will be there next season? So, until next time, guys, peace.